Now, time for the first feature event of the night. It's in the UCAR division. Starting up front is going to be number 17. He is quick, Kurt Peterson. Alongside him, number 28. Remember in the heat race, he was running away with it, actually catching up to the guy, Jim Eblin, who won. And spun out, Mark Rosenau from Grey Eagle, number 28. Number 38, a rookie, Mike Schwart from Villard. Number 7, Matt Peterson from Uppsala. We've got number 14, Annika Jenkins from Avon. 46, he won the heat race, Jim Eblin of St. Cloud. Number 12 in the Four Trackers division, Barrett Whita from Sauk Centre. Also, we have number 99, Hondo from St. Cloud. Number 3, CJ Carl, and he's from Alexandria. He won the Four Tracker heat race. And then we also have the 92.9, Andy Hot Rod Hing out of St. Cloud. Number 4 is Michael Offquist of St. Paul. Race fans, let's wave your hats in the air. Let's hoot and holler, get these guys going. These are your I-94 UCARs. Number 16 is Joe Albritton, and he's from St. Anna. Also on the track is, let's see, number 38. That's Dan Fitzpatrick from Champlin. We've got number 7 in the rent-a-ride, Joey Robertson. And let's see, number 27 is Josh Extra Christie from Rice. And number 1 is Brian Lugert from Otsego. And he's from Hawk Decals, the sponsor of the rent-a-ride program for the UCARs. So a nice big field of UCARs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. Looks like the Pratt brothers having a tough time. Jeff Pratt in the 34 is getting a push. And the 18 of Caleb Pratt from Monticello, he's down on pit lane. Not a good way to start the race. 20 laps for this main event for the UCARs. Want a whole lot of racing. Green is out, and here we go. Annika Jenkins, number 14, again off the pace, through in corner number 4. Yellow is out. We're going to restart it. Annika Jenkins in the 14, having a tough time coming down the front stretch. Now we're locked and loaded, coming out of corner number 3, setting up into corner number 4. Brian gives him a look, gives him the green, and here we go. Mark Rosenau takes the early lead in corner number 1. Peterson brothers right behind him, and Jim Eblin in the 46. '18 of Caleb Pratt. Caleb Pratt is off the pace down the front stretch. Number 7, Matt Peterson, now challenging for the top spot as he looks to the inside of 28, Mark Rosenau. Mark Rosenau has raced here for many, many years. Yellow is out, we're under caution, got 1 lap in. Rosenau up front in the 28. He's raced here for many, many years, looking for his first feature win. Of course, it's very, very early, but this would be a big event for him to pull it off tonight. The green is out, and here we go! Mark Rosenau on the high side. Then we've got the 7 truck of Matt Peterson taking a look on the bottom. Peterson strong on the inside, and they're still wheel to wheel all the way around this track. Rosenau slips up just a bit, but he's got the momentum on the high side. He retakes the lead down the backstretch. Peterson ducks down low through corners 3 and 4. Good clean racing, wheel to wheel down the front stretch. Jim Eblin hanging tough in 3rd place. And then we've got the 38 truck of Mike Schwartz in 4th place. Mark Rosenau has kind of been bitten by the unlucky bug over the years. He's had mechanical issues time after time. Seems like something always happens to his truck. He used to win here a lot back in the UCAR days, but since he's went to a truck, he hasn't got to victory lane. So hopefully his luck will hold out tonight. He's looking good so far. He's still up front, but still in a fierce battle with the Peterson boy, number 7, Matt Peterson. Now we're going to see some lapped cars. We've got the one of Brian Lugert. And then the 38 coming up of Dan Fitzpatrick. The UCAR division, the lapped cars stay up high to the high side, a little bit different than all the other divisions where they duck down low. So in the UCARs, when you're lapped, you're supposed to go up high. Halfway through, cross flags halfway through this main event for the UCARs. And up front is the truck number 28, Mark Rosenau. He drives semi during the week. He's a semi driver. And he also drives truck on the weekends, but it's a race truck. Still close and competitive for that top spot. Rosenau in the 28, feeling the pressure once again from Matt Peterson, number 7. Matt Peterson's won a lot of races at this track. Look at that, pulled out to a full straightaway lead over Jim Eblin in the Mustang in 3rd place. Well, that was a close call as the 18 of Caleb Pratt pulled out right in front of the leaders onto the track, but they both got by him. The 18 of Rosenau still leading. Mark Peterson, I should say Matt Peterson, in 2nd place. They're looking to lap the 17 of Kurt Peterson. Kurt is way up on the high side. Rosenau gets by him on the bottom. Laps are clicking down now. Mark Rosenau has been nice and consistent this entire race. He's faced the adversity of the many restarts. He's faced the problem of the lap car pulling out right in front of him. He's run the perfect race up until this point. 2 laps to go. Let's see if he can hang on. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. We're under caution. Yellow is out. Some debris down the front stretch near corner number 4. And the front stretch in corner number 4. Some debris on the track. And it looked like Mark Rosenau was in line for his first ever win in a truck. But now there's a caution with just a couple laps to go, and he's going to have to restart it with number 7, Matt Peterson, breathing down his neck. Well, our beautiful weather has gone away, and all of a sudden now it's gotten real dark down the backstretch, so we're gonna restart the UCARs here with just a couple laps to go. Green is out, and here we go. Matt Peterson hard charging on the inside. Rosenau slides up just a bit. White flag is out. One more lap to go. It's crunch time right now for all the marbles. Rosenau had a nice strong corner. He did what he needed to do. He extended the lead down the backstretch. Peterson dives in hard, but it's not going to be enough. Rosenau is going to get his first ever truck win. Mark Rosenau. Peterson gets second, Eblin in third. Then we've got C.J. Carl and Schwartz. Wow, how about that, race fans? He drives semi during the week, hops in his race truck on the weekends, has had nothing but problems for the last couple years here at I-94 Raceway. He's been bitten with mechanical problems time after time, got in a big wreck last year and said he was going to retire. Well, he comes back late in the year last year, and now he starts 2008 with a win, his first ever win in a truck. Race fans, there he is, Mark Rosenau from Gray Eagle. Wow. I'll send it down to Dean Reller, trackside.
A very happy Mark Rosenau. He is smiling from ear to ear. He can't get out of the truck fast enough. Grabbing the hat. Let's hear it for him. Mark Rosenau! Woo! Settle down here, dude. Here, hang on to this. These are hard to hang on to, aren't they?
Dean Peterson motor. I can't get enough. That's the best little truck that I've ever since we built these things. Oh man.
You were very confident early on. You said, hey, I got something tonight and this is going to be a lot of fun. And wow, you did it, man.
Well, it's unfortunate about Dean. I don't know. But I tell you what, the price tag that we got on these things now with Dean's help is just unbelievable. They're just a absolute riot. I can't even talk anymore. It's just, they're an absolute riot to drive.
That's amazing when you say, and you're one of the most talkative guys out there, you can't even talk. So that's absolutely incredible. How about those sponsors? Let's give them a big plug.
Rosenau Trucking, Cutting Edge, or City Limits Hair Salon, my wife. She couldn't make it tonight. She said she doesn't come out on the opener because things happen bad all the time. But I told my little boy that Daddy's going to bring home a trophy tonight.
Woo! Huh?
Got it!
All right, let's hear it for Mark Rosenau! We'll scoot down here. I don't have a trophy for you right now. We'll get one for you next week. CJ Carl, congratulations on a good run.
Thank you. It was exciting out there tonight.
You know, it must feel good to get back in a race car and get back on the track, though, right?
It does. Feels real good. It's been a long winter.
And who knows, that Rosenau guy, you got to get up there and race with him next week, right?
I'll try.
All right. How about some sponsors? Let's toss some of those out.
We got Repair, Classic Auto Body, Lowry Insurance, Rocket Electric, Lanier Waste Heaters, Mustang Bar,
And the-
Anderson Painting.
all right. Well, congratulations and good luck next week.
Yep, thank you.
Let's hear it for CJ Carl. Well, Joey Robertson, you got the rental car tonight, and congratulations on that one. And that, first of all, you had a lot of fun out there, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, this is called the Just for Fun class. You do know that, right?
Yep.
And you notice I did not go and grab a trophy, right?
Right.
Right. So what the heck am I going to do?
You're going to give me these hula hoops.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. You get to do two things. First of all, we got to walk around the side of the car. You didn't know you were going to get stuck doing this. First thing, you got to demonstrate, and you get to keep one. You get to pick whatever one you want. First of all, pick one. You want the green one. All right. First of all, you got to give us a demonstration here on how this works. We're just going to embarrass the heck out of him here.
Let's hear it for
Look at that! All right! Woo! All right, that's the hard part. Had a lot of fun out there, though, tonight, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now here's the easy thing I need you to do. First of all, you want to toss any thank yous out there real quick.
I want to thank my dad and everybody on the Polydome race team.
All right.
For the family sitting up there.
And we're going to get you back in a car real soon, I bet, right?
Hopefully.
All right, now here's the next thing I need you to do. I got two more. Why don't you go run up here with me, and we'll toss them out to some fans real quick, all right? All right, who wants a hula hoop? You didn't know what the heck you were getting into, did you?
No, not at all.
We call it the Just for Funs, and we're just doing some just for fun things here tonight. All right, who wants a hula hoop? Okay, you got that? All right, let's go run up here real quick. All right, you're going to whip them, toss them, bounce them, do whatever you want to do. All right, here we go. Whoa! Woo! Whoa, easy now. All right, thanks a lot. And, hey, we'll get you back out here real soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
All right, one more time for Joey Robertson.
Let's bring out the Thunder cars right now. Starting up front is going to be number 15. He won his heat race from Osakis, Dustin Carl. Number 10, Patrick Amelung of St. Cloud. We've got number 58, Jason Schrafer from Comfrey. 23, Kyle Kirker from Princeton. Just 18 years old, but he looked good in the heat race. First time out. Doug Olmscheid in the 83 from Padawan, a brand new car they just put together. We've got number 7, Todd Macy from St. Michael. Number 11, Andy Henry from Sauk Centre. Had some problems in the heat race. And then last but not least, also having problems in the heat race, Jim Caranda from Alexandria. Caranda in the 21. We've got the Dan Welly pace truck setting the pace. Race fans, let's hoot and holler, wave your hats up in the air. Let's get them going. These are your I-94 Thunder cars. All right, we're going to go 20 laps with the Thunder cars. Green is out, and here we go. Amelung takes the early lead as the lights come on down the backstretch. Carl's in second place. He's stuck to the bottom. Patrick Amelung, he likes that high side. He's number 10. He's up front. Schruffer in the 58's looking good. He's sliding up to third place. Whoa, side by side with the 23 car as he bangs up against the wall just a bit, coming out of corner number 4. Remember, this is the first time that he's raced this car. Really getting on it, though. He knows how to drive, just like his dad. Used to race down at Raceway Park in Elko. Number 10, Amelung up front. Carl in second place. Dustin Carl, number 15. Then we've got the 23, Kirkerger from Princeton, third place right now. Dustin Carl putting the pressure on for the lead. Amelung hangs on. Whoa, and Amelung, number 10, smoke flying out of the car. Yellow is out, we're under caution. Looks like a terminal problem for the number 10 of Patrick Amelung. He was leading this race, and all of a sudden everything went south in a hurry, and now his car has stalled down the front stretch, and we're going to need a tow truck. "14 laps to go for the main event for the Thunder cars. We've got Dustin Carl right up front. Green is out, and here we go! Dustin Carl is your leader. We've got the new driver, Kyle Kirkerger from Princeton, second place. This is his first time racing, and look at that. He is just lighting this place up. He's come from the back of the pack to move up to second place. Cross flags, that means 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Kyle Kirkerger, just 18 years old from Princeton, and he looks like a crafty veteran in his first night out. That says something for this kid. But he's got to get by Dustin Carl, number 15. And Dustin is hungry for a win. He has never won at this track, looking for his first win. Looks like Jim Caranda in the 21 is going to get the black flag. He'll have to pull into the infield. Caranda, number 21. Whoa! Kirkerger in the 23 got a little bit sideways down the front stretch. Got a little bit out of shape, and that opens the door for Jason Schrafer from Comfrey in the 58. Dustin Carl in the 15. I know they put a lot of time and energy into updating this car for the new rules for the Thunder cars this year. Looks like that hard work is paying off as he's still up front. Kirkerger from Princeton, second place right now. Schruffer in the 58 car, hanging tough in third and taking a look on the high side, trying to move on up. Kirkherger, this is his first time out, so he hasn't found a line yet that he really is looking to run. Just exploring a little bit from the high side to the bottom to see which his car is the fastest, where he wants to run. He can get a little bit more consistent. He'll be right up there and still putting some pressure on. Carl in the 15. Schruffer in the 58 is still hanging tough on the high side. Laps are counting down. We're getting down to prime time. He's flashing signs of brilliance. That Kirkherger in the 23. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Dustin Carl looking for his first ever win. The 11 of Henry. His car might have blown up into corner number 1. He definitely has problems. He's off the pace. Coming to the checkers. Dustin Carl won his heat race, and he will make a clean sweep tonight. Dustin Carl in the 15 is your winner. Kirkherger in second place, and Schruffer in third. Fourth place to Todd Macy, and fifth place to Doug Olmscheid in the 83. Andy Henry in the 11 having problems, along with the 21 of Jim Caranda. Well, race fans, tonight is the night for new winners. This guy has lived in the shadow of his brother Joe for how many years? In the Thunder cars, Joe was right up there near the front and Dustin was right behind him. Well, this year, Joe moved up to the modifieds, and Dustin gets the crowning moment. He gets to be the king. And you know what? He runs down to Victory Lane, where last year he hugged his brother in Victory Lane when he got his first win. Now the tables have turned. Let's send it down to Dean Reller.
Dustin Carl Clement falling out of the car. Now he's going to jump up. Oh, my God. Hug from his brother, Joe. Dustin, you got to hang on to this. First, you got to catch your breath. Congratulations.
Woo, that was hell of a fun.
Oh, boy, you were excited after the heat. How can you describe this race?
Oh, I can't explain it.
You are totally out of breath. Drove the race of your life, though, huh?
I just got to do what Bob White told me. He told me to chew bubble gum to breathe. I think I need to do that next time.
All right. Hey, toss out some quick thank yous here. I know weather's moving in, so let's talk about people you need to thank real quick.
I got to thank Wayne's Auto Repair because they're the ones who got my car ready. Dick Klug from Home Run Engines, the great motor, gave me Dan Britter Septic Service. An Autobot, Orange, I can't remember all my names right now. I'm going to have to get a list.
All right. He's a very happy guy. Let's go back upstairs to Jason Dale.
Starting up front is going to be that 13 of Casey Traxler from Egan. 33 is Bo Berry from Underwood. 69, Lightning Johnny Lure from Coon Rapids. And 35, Jake the Snake Varnum from Morris. Race fans, let's send off these cars. These are your I-94 legends. Wave your hats in the air and let's get these guys excited. 1200cc Yamaha motorcycle motors in these race cars. Third row inside is last year's champion, number 98, Matt Hendrickson. Alongside him is going to be the 15 of Chris Henry of Sauk Centre. Number 87 is Robbie Carter. He did the candy toss. We also have number 9 of Gene Traxler from Lakeville. Number 11 of Tony Brockhouse. Then we have Rob Cahoe out there in the 78 car. Number 80 is Joe Castriba of Sauk Centre. Number 66 is Justin Court of Elizabeth. And last but not least, we've got number 9 of Casey Kurtz from Perham. And Tim Brockhouse is not out there because he had a motor problem in the heat race. 13 cars in the Legends. 20 laps, green is out, and here we go. Still side by side for that top spot, door handle to door handle. And yes, they do have door handles on these Legends cars as they get out the side door. He's up front, 13, Casey Traxler. Bo Berry right behind him now in second place. Casey Traxler still up front, Bo Berry in second, Jake the Snake Varnum in third, then 69, Johnny Lightning Lure. And we've heard the thunder. We might hear the lightning here, or at least see the lightning shortly. He's back in fourth place. Casey Traxler up front, an Iraq War veteran, was awarded the Silver Star and the Purple Heart last year for his duty as he served for our country over in Iraq. Has an honorable medical discharge as of last year, and now this year he's racing at I-94 Raceway, and right now he's leading this race. It would be very fitting if he would win on Memorial Weekend here at I-94 Raceway. 13, Casey Traxler has the lead halfway through this race. 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Bo Berry in second, Jake the Snake third, 69, Johnny Lightning Lure in fourth place. And we do see the lightning down the backstretch as we look to our east. Some weather may be moving in. But as we speak right now, it looks pretty nice. We've got good racing on the track. The guy who stuck back in the packaways is number 98, Matt Hendrickson. Last year's champion is stuck back in 6th place as he finally gets through traffic. '13 of Casey Traxler has done some traveling already this spring. He went down to Grundy in Illinois and won a race down there. He also traveled down to Orlando, Florida and raced a Legends car down there. So he's had a very eventful year so far. Raced down in the Twin Cities to start the season. Looking good so far tonight. He's setting the pace. He's been perfect. You know, now he's driving a little bit lower through corner number 4. Normally, you got to stay right up on the high line. Leaves the crack open just a little bit for Bo Berry to take a peek on the high side. Berry gets a good run coming down the backstretch, but can only bump him down the stretch. Bo Berry again taking a peek up high. Traxler not blocking though, he's just running his line in the middle half of the track. Now the 98 of Matt Hendrickson has moved his way up to 6th, and he's challenging for 5th. That's Chris Henry in the 15 car as they're side by side down the front stretch now. Laps are clicking down. Traxler, number 13, still up front. '13 Casey Traxler leading this race. His dad, Gene Traxler, is back a ways, but he is in this race, currently in the 8th position. White flag is out. One more lap to go. Race fans, he's done it. All 20 laps. Number 13, Casey Traxler is your winner. Barry gets 2nd, Jake the Snake in 3rd, Johnny Lure in 4th. Casey Traxler, number 13. On Memorial Weekend, this Iraq veteran is going to win it here at I-94 Raceway. Very, very fitting win for him. He's a guy who comes home from overseas, picks up the Purple Heart and Bronze Star. He was in Iraq last year, and now over Memorial Weekend, he wins a race here at I-94 Raceway. Number 13, Casey Traxler. Nice field of cars for the legends here at I-94. Also a good run for Bo Berry in the 33. Hanging tough right up there the entire time. And also 69 former champion Johnny Lure was up right up near the front. But the man of the hour is just getting out of his car now in Pepsi I-94 Raceway ASA Victory Lane. So let's send it down to Dean Reller with Casey Traxler.
Casey Traxler taking off the gloves right now. He's still got the helmet on. We will get him out of the car in just a second or two, that's for sure. Belts always come off a little bit slower when you're trying to do it in a hurry. All right, he's got the door open. Helmet coming off. Combat wounded veteran making it to victory lane. Let's hear it for Casey Traxler! Incredible run, a great weekend to do it on Memorial Weekend too, Casey.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
A lot of fun out there. You had guys right on your tail the whole race.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's as much excitement I've had in my entire life right there.
I'll tell you, it's fun, and we got to get you to come back to I-94 more often, don't we?
Yes, sir. Great place. I made it here 2 times last year and couldn't wait to get back this year. So it's just ecstatic out here.
How about some sponsors and people that help you out? Let's toss out some thank yous real quick.
Well, I'd really like to thank Mom and Dad ever since I got back from the military. New Air Exotics is my primary sponsor, and all the fans for coming out here. Just want to say thanks to all the guys that are still over there, and we appreciate all the support the U.S. gave us while we were over there.
All right, congratulations and thank you very much, Casey Traxler!
Now, the I-94 Modifieds on the track, open wheel racing over this Indy 500 weekend. Number 5 was your heat winner, Jonathan Olmscheid from El Rosa. Number 24, his kid won in the UCARs. Now it's Dad's turn, right? Tony Robertson, number 24. Also on the track, we have number 22. Of course, that's Sean Caranda of Sauk Centre. Number 50 is from Starbuck. That's Cody Lee. 51 from Alexandria is Joey Johnson. Number 8, he's from Osakis. Saw his brother win in the Thunder Cars. Joe Carl, number 8. Then we have number 7, Jerry Voigt from Cold Spring. Number 94, that's Dwayne Anderson from Little Falls. And number 13, Stephen Maloney of Alexandria. We're going to warm up the tires in the modified. Last year in the modifieds, Kevin Weisty was the champion with 9 wins. He is not here tonight, running a part-time schedule this year. Joey Johnson finished second last year with 2 wins. Sean Caranda had a win in third. Jeff Rohner, 4th place with 1 win. Jonathan Olmscheid had a win last year, 5th. Cody Lee, number 50, was 6th. Danny Edenloff, 7th. Tony Graham's 8th. Tony Robertson, 9th. And Joe Carl, 10th place in points. 11th went to Stephen Maloney in the 13 car. So pick your favorite right now. Talk with your neighbor. Who do you think's going to win it? We're going 25 big laps in the modifieds. Jonathan Olmscheid looked real good in the heat race, and he's starting on the point here in the feature. Green is out, and here we go. That was a false start. We're going to restart him in the modifieds. Number 5, Jonathan Olmscheid gets to set the pace. 94 of Dwayne Anderson. So we're going to restart him here, and I think number 5, Jonathan Olmscheid, as being the pole sitter, gets to set the pace, and he wanted to start a little bit slower than Robertson. Robertson jumped the gun just a little bit, so Brian Rust, the flag man, says, I'm watching you. Use your head for this second restart. There is a penalty if you cause 2 restarts without getting a lap in. So he's got to be a little bit more conservative on this one. The green is out, and here we go. Robertson likes it on the high side, so he's okay with starting up there. He's got some muscle, and he takes the lead down the backstretch. Tony Robertson. Here comes Jonathan Olmscheid. He likes to hug the bottom, so these guys are both using their strength right now. It's strength against strength, and they're still wheel to wheel. It's 2 by 2, back in the pack. Robertson again sneaks out to a lead, but then Olmscheid hard charging through the corners. Still a good close race, and all the way through the pack. 24 of Robertson just edging out front his teammate of Sean Caranda right behind him. Robertson finally takes the lead 5 laps into the race. And here comes Caranda right on his tail. Topside is really working tonight for Robertson. I think it hurts Olmscheid just a little bit as he goes through corner number 3. There's a little bit of speedy dry down to the bottom of the track. And that slows him down, takes him out of his rhythm just a little bit. Olmscheid drops back to 4th place now as Joey Johnson ducks into 3rd. Sean Caranda, one of the odds-on favorites to win the championship this year in the modifieds. Now he's hard charging on the inside. Robertson and Caranda neck and neck. Caranda pulls out ahead as he muscles through on the bottom. 51 of Joey Johnson, he also likes the inside groove. Sean Caranda is your leader, number 22. Oh, the 5 car of Olmscheid has a problem. Yellow is out, we're under caution. There's a drive shaft on the front stretch. That must be out of the 5 car of Jonathan Olmscheid. Lost his drive shaft, and the 7 car of Jerry Putt Putt Voigt has spun out there in corner number 3. So a little bit of debris on the track. The 5 of Olmscheid. He was really hanging tough there up front, side by side with Tony Robertson for about 5 laps. But then I think he got caught up in that speedy dry just a little bit in corner number 3. Lost his rhythm and dropped back to the 3rd position. And then eventually into 4th. 24 of Robertson had the lead for a few laps, and then his teammate, the 22 of Sean Caranda, was hard charging on the inside, and he took the lead. Robertson has always liked to run the high side of the track. That's where he excels. That's where he's always done well. But Caranda is a good, strong runner, and Caranda passed him on the inside. 51 of Joey Johnson also is looking good on the bottom, and he pulls into 2nd place. So Robertson is in 3rd. Then in 4th place, the 50 of Cody Lee. He was a rookie last year. It was his first year in a modified. Just graduated high school, and so he's a very young, up-and-coming driver. Won some national championships in go-karts over the years. Did the National Go-Kart Tour and did very well. Now moved up to the big modifieds and looking good. Number 8 of Joe Carl. 13 of Stephen Maloney. 94 of Dwayne Anderson. And 7 of Jerry Putt Putt Voigt, who's a school bus driver during the day and drives race cars on the weekends. Got the Dan Welly pace truck setting the pace. Take a look at these cars. Race fans, how many of you think the 22 of Sean Caranda is going to win this race? How many think the number 51 of Joey Johnson is going to win? Well, it's going to be a shootout. Still a long ways to go. 15 laps remain. Green flag is out, and here we go. Here comes Joey Johnson on the inside. Dyson and Doolin through the corners. Johnson looks good, and he takes the lead down the front stretch. Caranda in second, Roberts in third, Lee in fourth. Cross flags and halfway through, 13 laps down, 12 laps to go in this main event for the modifieds. Tell you, these guys have been running the ASA Midwest Tour races with their late model. Been putting a lot of time and effort into their ASA Super Late model this entire 2008 season. Talking with Joey Johnson's dad, Walt, and Walt says they had not touched the modified until this morning. This morning they dusted the dust off it about a half-inch thick and put in a motor and tranny to get the car ready to race tonight. So with very little preparation, this modified has just been on rails. Looking good so far. Joey Johnson up front. Joey's been running late models with the ASA Midwest Tour. Ran out in Madison, ran down in Elko. They've really been putting a lot of effort into that car. This modified car has been neglected just a little bit. Tonight, they decided to get it all together for opening night. Good thing they did, because he is up front and looking great in this modified race. White flag is out. Just one more lap to go for Joey Johnson. Race fans, he's done it. 51, Joey Johnson wins it. Caranda in second, Roberts in third, Lee fourth. Followed by Maloney, 94 of Anderson, and number 8 of Joe Carl. Race fans, they put in the motor and the tranny this morning. They just got it out of storage this morning, put the car together, and you know what? I think they put it together just right. Put your hands together for 51, Joey Johnson. He's going to drive down into the pits and get ready for the late model race, so he's not going to go to I-94 Victory Lane, but we'll get him that trophy, that's for sure. Joey Johnson, wow, is he spectacular in that modified race. And as I said, they had not taken that car out of storage until this morning. They've been working on the late model. As they were running the ASA Midwest Tour, they went down to Elko, and they went over to Madison, Wisconsin to run the tour, and so they've been putting all the time and effort into their late model car and just decided to get the modified ready this morning. And you know what? They put it together just right because it was awesome, flat out awesome. And I know his dad, Walt Johnson, he has the crane company in Alexandria, and he was called to a call at about midnight last night because they needed a crane to fix a transformer over in Evansville at midnight last night. And so I don't think he got to bed until about 3 o'clock this morning because he was working. And so really it's been quite the payoff for that hard-working crew, Walt and Joey Johnson. Well, race fans, the ASA Challenge Series race is coming up next. We have a big field of cars, but just looking at the history of this Challenge Series, last year no races were run in this series, but it does have some history before that. Like in 2006, Donnie Reavers was the champion. Jacob Gady finished second. Benny Van Cleve third. Zach Davids fourth. Tim Olson in fifth. That was 2 years ago in 2006. In 2005, Donnie Reavers again was the champion. Jake Ryan was second in points. Jacob Gady was third. John Lemke was fourth, and Tim Olson fifth. I-94 former champion Brian Roach, Big Dog Roach, finished sixth in points that year. Jason Schneider, seventh. Darren Giles, eighth. Steve Anderson, ninth. And Molly Rhodes, 10th. Then we go back to 2004. Danny Fredrickson was the champion that year. He had 3 wins in 5 starts. Todd Hansen, who's now driving ARCA Series, he was second in points that year. Tim Olson was third. John Paul Odegaard was fourth. Molly Rhodes, fifth. Blake Bjorklund, sixth. And now Blake Bjorklund has run Craftsman Trucks and also some Busch Series races. Dean Cornelius, 7. Scott Hansen, 8th. Andy Hansen, who's now, he won the pole at the ARCA race. We've got Matt Gady from New Germany in the 28. Alongside him, the 24 I-94 defending champion Zach Davids from Apple Valley. Third row inside, ASA Midwest Tour point leader, 36, Danny Fredrickson. Alongside him, 22, the picker, Nick Paninsky from Sauk Centre, just 17 years old. Race fans, this is your time to send these guys off. How about if we stand up, hoot and holler, wave your hats in the air, let's send off these guys. These are your I-94 ASA Super Late Models. Number 26 is Joe Berthume from Rogers. 51, he just won the last race, Joey Johnson from Alexandria. Also out there is number 79 in the Echo car, that's John Olson. 79, the black and yellow one, is Tim Olson, his dad. Then we have number 2, Tyler Showman from Alexandria. Alongside him is number 27, he won his heat race, David Fredrickson, turning 21 years old on Monday. Then we have crafty veteran number 50, Steve Anderson from Lakeville. Alongside him, number 8 is Billy Moan from Lakeville, also just 21 years old, sponsored by Twin City Helicopter Tours. We've got number 1, Richie Snyder from Alexandria in the McDonald's car. 2-time I-94 champion, 28, Johnny Gutwald. Number 7 is Matt Haft from Champlin. 74 is Jim Larkin from Monticello. And last but not least is that black car. Former UCAR champion, that black car is Jeff Lofquist. And that's our field for the ASA Super Late Models, going 50 laps in the Minnesota Challenge Series, warming up the tires right now. Green is out, and here we go! Mergic takes the lead on the backstretch. Turtle hanging with him on the inside. Zach Davids flying high. Look at that 24 go as he moves up into second place. He's been chomping at the bit this year. He's been looking to race. Hasn't had the money to run the tour, so he's been waiting for tonight. Nick Mergic looking nice and smooth. He's got your lead. Zach Davids in second. Picker Nick Paninsky has moved up to third place now. Brian Turtle is stuck down low. And these guys are freight training him on the outside. 51 of Joey Johnson jumps up high too. .28 of Matt Gady. He wants to get on the high side. No one will let him in. 36 of Fredrickson has to back out of it. He could have taken Gady out easily, but he didn't. He backed out. Danny Fredrickson in the 36, taking his time. Meanwhile, up front, the 24 of Zach Davids making a move. He's pushing hard on the inside. I-94 champion Zach Davids looking for the lead. Wheel to wheel through corner number 3. Davids looks good in corner number 4. Slides up just a bit but holds his line. Davids again up front. He's going to take the lead on the backstretch. Zach Davids, your leader. Mergic drops back to second. Here comes Johnson now on the inside. Zach Davids in the 24 looking to extend his lead now as the guys are fighting it out and duking it out behind him. 51 of Joey Johnson moves up to second place. 79 of Tim Olson is off the pace down the front stretch. He is slow into corner number 1, 10 laps in, and he might be out of this race. Tim Olson pulls into I-94 victory lane, but you're not supposed to do that in lap number 10. He was looking to do that in lap number 50. Unfortunately, mechanical problems have taken him out of this race. 24, Zach Davids up front. 26 of Joe Berthium had nothing but problems in the heat race, but he's been nothing but awesome so far in this feature. He's coming through on the bottom. Neck and neck with 51 Johnson as they're battling for the second position. Jeff Lofquist, flames underneath his car as he's going to get lapped. Lofquist having some problems, and he goes down one lap. Zach Davids still up front, but now he's got pressure from behind. Berthium in the 26 on the inside, Johnson in the 51. Here comes Joe Berthium. Joe Berthium not running for points this year. He's just out there to run well on selected nights. And so far, he's picked the right night. Opener has been good in this race for Joe Berthium. He's working his way through the pack. There he goes on the bottom. Still side by side with Zach Davids. David pushes it a little too hard, slides up in corner number 4. 26 Berthiaume is ahead by half a car length. David's running strong on the high side, but the fast way around this track has always been on the bottom. 26 of Berthiaume. He needs to try to get by David soon. It's a very abrasive track. Eats up your tires on the bottom, but it is quicker. NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion Ron Hornaday raced here at I-94 Raceway last year, and he said I-94 Raceway is the Darlington of the North. Very abrasive track. Not easy to drive. This is a driver's track. Look who's up in the hunt now. Picker 22, Nick Paninsky. Up to third place and challenging the leaders. Top two guys have been running off their tires, racing side by side. Nick Paninsky, he figures now is the time for him to be up in the hunt. Don't forget about me. We're going to see some lap traffic here soon. Mike Haft in the 7 and Gutwald in the 28. The last guys on the lead lap. Spin out corner number 3. That's David Fredrickson in the 27. David Fredrickson in the 27 sideways. That's our first caution with about 26 laps to go. 26 laps to go. The green is out and here we go. Cross flags halfway through this main event. 25 laps down, 25 laps to go. Halfway through, 25 laps down, 25 to go. Two-car of Tyler Shulman pulls into the infield. Tyler Shulman with mechanical problems. How about that? Nick Paninsky makes a move on the outside. Paninsky up to second place now. Two teenagers up front, Zach Davids in the 24, Nick Paninsky in the 22. Crafty veteran 26, Joe Berthiaume trying to make it through on the inside. Looks like he's losing just a little bit of ground. He's been down there for a long time. He probably chewed his tires off. Whoa, Whoa, some contact with Paninsky and Berthume as they head into corner number 1 down the front stretch. They're really bumping door handles, going about 90 miles an hour. Paninsky stays in it though, did not lose his groove. Whoa, again some contact to Berthume. Muscles his way into 3rd spot. Joey Johnson not happy. Johnson had to back out of the gas. That opens the door for 36 of Fredrickson. Fredrickson knows it's go time right now. 17 laps to go. He's going to try to get that crate motor to work down on the inside. Kind of moves up to the high side. 24 of David still up front. Looks like the number 1 car is pulling into the pit lane, and the 27 of Fredrickson also. Yellow is out, we're under caution. David Fredrickson was sideways there in corner number 3 and pulls down into pit lane. Number 1 of Richie Snyder. No, on practice day they were having some problems with the air system, so he's got mechanical problems. Boy, this seems to happen a lot on opening night. The guys haven't worked out the bugs of their car yet. So with what, 14 laps to go, we still have Zach Davids up front. Green is out, and here we go. Right now it's just like kindergarten, it's single file down the front stretch. 24 is Zach David still up front, then Paninsky, then Berthume, then Johnson. 79 of John Olson's looking good. He's moved up to 5th place. 50 of Anderson is just hanging with it. It's like a heavyweight fight up front. 24, Zach Davids, holding off all the big guns. They're taking turns at him, diving down low, and nobody can get by him. So far, Zach Davids has been able to use his jab and fend off all the big shooters. And every single time they try the roundhouse, he's hanged on to the high side. You won't get off the high side. 22 of Paninsky looks strong, but he just can't sneak by him. Berthume in the 26, his tires are gone. He moves down to the inside and locks them up going into corner number 1. Just got by Steve Anderson in the 50. Whoa, some contact with those guys. Berthume in the 26, a little bit out of rhythm now as he drops back to 6th place. Prime time right now. 24 David still up front. 22 Paninsky, 51 of Johnson. Has to be getting tired after running the modified race and the late models. John Olson in the 79 has been looking good. How about Steve Anderson, crafty veteran? Ducks down low on the inside. has raced here in the past, and it looks like he saved his car for the end when it really counts. None of these guys want to run the bottom. So Anderson's going to try it. He's up to third place. Anderson, look at him go on the inside. He's been saving his tires. He's been Mr. Crafty, just hanging back this entire race, waits for the last 20 laps, and look at him go. He's going to take the lead. Steve Anderson kicks in the afterburners and takes the lead. How about that? Mr. Anderson Air has been playing Mr. Cool all night long. Look at that. We get to a few laps to go, and he just kicks it in. Nobody else is running the bottom. Steve Anderson says, I'll give it a try. White flag is out. One more lap to go. They're duking it out for second now because Steve Anderson has taken flight. Steve Anderson is going to win the first race in the ASA Late Model Challenge. Very close for second. It could be John Olson, not sure. Wow, and Larkin is sideways down the front stretch. How about that for dramatics? The yellow and the checkers at the same time. And we made it through 50 laps with the ASA Super Late Models. Race fans, how about a round of applause for all these drivers? What a wild race. And you gotta feel for Zach Davids, leading almost the entire race until the very end. Your winner has stopped down on the track in Pepsi Victory Lane, and he is going to be one excited guy from Lakeville, Minnesota, number 50, Steve Anderson. How about that? Our new general manager, Chris Clark, has run out the checkered flag, and he's going to do a victory lap. Steve Anderson in the 50 has won leg number 1 of the ASA Minnesota Challenge Series. Let's send it down to Pepsi Victory Lane and Dean Reller.
All right, everybody's down here in Victory Lane. Our trophy girl can come on over across here. Kind of got shuffled out of the way there, so. Steve Anderson taking his time here, the crafty veteran driver showing the young guys how to do it. Once again, like I said earlier, it's hard to get the helmet off when you're trying to do it in a hurry after you win. Steve Anderson hanging her up nice and neat. Still belted in the car, pulling the earplugs out. 50 laps for the ASA Minnesota Late Model Challenge Series right here. Here's your winner coming out, Steve Anderson. Wow, what a run. You needed all 50 laps, and boy, you put on a heck of a show.
Well, thanks. I'd like to take credit for it, but I'll tell you, these guys I got working on this car's just unbelievable. I mean, I'm thinking Chris Clark could have drove this thing to Victory Lane tonight the way it worked.
Were you trying to save something for the end there, and you just look for an opening, or what was the game plan late in the race?
Well, the cars were a lot of side-by-side racing, and I didn't want to get my car used up behind those guys. I knew I had a better car. I just needed to wait for them to sort out, and when they did, things opened up and we went.
You know, it's got to be a pretty amazing thing like that. I said we had a lot of young drivers there floating in there, and all of a sudden you just kind of patiently worked your way through. And, you know, you've been racing for a while. How long have you been racing?
I raced in the 80s and took the 90s off, and I started again in 2000, so you can do the math.
That's a while here. And you know what? Keeping running like this, you're going to be running for a while yet, right?
Well, that's our plan. We hope for more of these.
All right. How about some sponsors and people that help you out? I know you got a lot of crew here.
Oh, yeah, I got great sponsors. McDonald Eye Care and Associates, Lakeville, and my brothers Donnie and Keith with Anderson Air, and then St. Paul Automax. And I got to give a special thanks to Dan Ryan and all the people at DPR Motorsports, because they help us out quite a bit and give us some help with things that make us go fast and win races like this. And without them, I don't know that we'd be here right now.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's it for Victory Lane. Back upstairs.
Green is out, and here we go! Here at I-94 Raceway, down in the pits, Dean Reller, opening night, and boy, was it exciting.
It was. We've talked over the intercom system about how new drivers and young drivers and drivers you haven't seen at Victory Lane for a while show up on first night of racing, and look at what happened tonight.
I know, it was so much fun to see the excitement in Dustin Carl's face as he won that Thunder Car feature.
Heck, he was jumping up and down after he won that heat race, and then when he got out of the car, he practically fell out of the car in Victory Lane, so it was absolutely incredible. It's a great way to start the season here at I-94 Raceway.
And that's called a clean sweep, as
Definitely.
we say. And then in the modifieds, Joey Johnson, what a story. They've been concentrating on the late model all year long. Then it comes to opening night. They said, let's get the modified ready. They pull it out of the weeds, they put in a motor and a tranny, and they go out and win on opening night.
Yeah, fabulous run for him. Of course, he's been running a lot of ASA Midwest Tour races and a lot of other different tracks. I think that helped him when he got back home, getting his own familiar modified and run on his own, home track, and just had a great run for him, and just a fabulous night all the way around.
And then on Memorial Weekend, Casey Traxler, who is a veteran of Iraq and a guy who's won awards over there, he comes over here and wins on opening night.
A combat wounded veteran comes back. It was late last summer he got back in a car and really was going at it this year. He was going all out tonight, and just a fabulous way to go on Memorial Weekend.
UCARs, Mark Rosenau, that was so exciting. We'll talk with him in a minute.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely exciting. I think we got him calmed down a little bit, too. But, hey, the ASA Super Late Models back in action. ASA Minnesota Challenge Series 50-lap feature tonight, and we needed all 50 laps.
Yes, we got to bring in the winner right now. Steve Anderson has joined us right here. Steve, congratulations on a big win.
Thank you.
Oh, you started back in the pack. What were you thinking at the beginning of the race?
Well, I was just thinking that hopefully things would sort out and I'd keep my car under me as much as I could. And if things would open up, I hoped I had a good enough car to get to the front. And it worked out that way. The guys really worked hard and gave me a really good car, and we won.
Looks like guys like Zach Davids and Picker went up to the high side near the end. And you must have saved your tires because you had something left to blow by them on the bottom.
Well, when I was coming up through there was a lot of guys side by side, and in past I've run hard when I'm with guys like that, and I just kind of let them sort out and then waited and tried not to use my car up till I could make good use of it,
Does this mean more to you because it's an ASA Minnesota Challenge Series race?
Well, yeah, we plan on running all three of those, and it's always nice to start out with the win, I guess. It kind of puts you in the catbird seat, and hopefully we can just keep running this way week to week, and have a good run like this when we come back up for the tour. For sure, we'll be up here, and we like this place. It's a lot of fun, and a little closer to home, we'd be here more often, but it's quite a haul for us, and we don't know how much we can make it up, but we sure do like the hospitality up here, and the racing's fun, and the people are great, and it's a nice place to race.
Steve Anderson, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
Very good. That's the winner of the ASA Late Model Minnesota Challenge Series. And we have to bring in the U-Truck winner. How about Mark Rosenau? Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much. Pro 4 trucks.
That's
Pro 4 trucks.
That's right. Now, when you switched from the U-Cars to the trucks, did you think after all these years you were finally going to get that win?
Well, I thought it would have came a little bit sooner, but I'd have to really hats off to Dean Peterson and the Peterson family over there. He came up with a motor package that's just unbeatable for the cost that we got invested in them and the fun that I'll attest to it. The fun that we had tonight was the most fun I ever had. And I tell you what, everybody races clean out there in that class. Unfortunate for Dean, but great for Matt. He tried on the low side, on the high side, all over. I don't know how much more I could have blocked him a little more, but it was great. It's just great racing. That's all it is.
How about last year? You remember Dean Reller where he had that big wreck down the front stretch and we didn't think you'd ever come back after that?
Well, a couple of weeks. It was a whole new frame, same truck, whole new frame underneath it. It took me 2 weeks to do it. I drive truck during the week, so I'm gone on the week, and I'm home on the weekend. So I missed, I think it was 2 races. So put it back together, handy with a welder.
just put her back together and come back out here and chase her around in a circle.
Congratulations, Mark Rosenau.
Thank you very much.
Can you believe that? He says it's no big deal.
Well, I'll tell you, it's always a big deal. Hey, you got him to talk for only just a couple minutes, not 5 or 10. He's one of the most excitable guys I know in Victory Lane when he got out. A guy who talks all the time. He was virtually speechless when he got out of the truck, and that was absolutely incredible. He says he's tired in the background. Absolutely great racing. Great way to start the season here at I-94 Raceway. And hey, we appreciate all the people tuning in on SCTV 19, watching all the races here. And of course, you can get DVD copies of all these races. You can do that by logging on at sctv19.com.
You better do that. I'm Jason.
And I'm Dean.
And we'll see you at the track.